Hello again. We are going to be solving systems of equations today. To review what we did before break, we solved systems of equations using a method called graphing. Graphing involves drawing two lines that correspond to the two equations we are given, and then finding the point where they cross. So in this systems of equations, we have these two equations. I have graphed both of them, and the solution to this system is -3, 2, because that is the point where they are going to meet. Now, today, we are going to learn a new method. That method is solving a system using substitution. Instead of using a graphing method, we are going to be substituting one of these equations into the other and then finding the point where they would meet. So this will be entirely algebraic. Now, in this particular situation, we have two equations. Conveniently, one of them has already been solved for a variable, so this bottom equation has been solved through y. That's going to be important later. And the way that we're going to do this is we are going to take what y is equal to, so that is the 2x minus 10, and we are going to substitute that into the y in the other example. Now, it's going to look like this. So we're going to copy down this top equation, -x plus 8, and then instead of writing y, we're going to have the 2x minus 10. So since y is equal to 2x minus 10, I can replace that y with 2x minus 10. And that is all equal to -20. Now, everything in blue is the top equation, everything in red is the bottom equation. And you can see how when we substitute this into that equation, we get this new one. Now, we only have one remaining variable here. We only have an x. So that means that we can just do some algebra to solve for that. All we have to do is start with distribution. So that gives us, we carry down our other term, -x. 8 times 2 is 16x. 8 times -10 is -80. And that is all equal to -20. So we have a new equation. Combine like terms, -x plus 16x is positive 15x, because that's -1, minus 80 equals -20. Add 80 to both sides, and we get 15x equals, 60. Divide both sides by 15. So x equals 4. Now, that is half of our solution, because we still need to figure out what y is equal to. Now, in this situation, since I already have an equation that has been defined for y, that means that I can plug this number into that x, and I can solve for y fairly easy. It is also possible to substitute this 4 into the x in the other equation, but because both variables are on the same side, that would make that equation a little bit harder to solve for. So we're going to take that 4, we take this bottom equation, I'll write it in red again, so we have 2, and then instead of x, we're going to put the 4 there, so instead of x we have 4, 2x minus 10, that's equal to y. So this is our top equation. The y is kind of in a different place, but it's still the same. And this just involves some pretty simple math. So 2 times 4 minus 10 equals y. 8 minus 10, -2. So here, I'll move that up a little bit. That means that we have a y value as well. So our final solution, if we put those two things together, is x is 4, y is -2. So we have a final solution there.